I'm from a banking industry, so definitely, yes, being finance, you have lot of stress, trust me. Because of that, there was a continuous hair fall and hair thinning.
Does that impact your confidence at work or overall when you look at yourself?
I meet clients day in and day out.
Yeah.
Nothing was clicking. I mean, I used to meet my client, I was not getting work. I was like, what's wrong with me? I was losing that confidence. So one of my friends suggested that Assure. So I was like, okay, the name itself had a weightage and we see the name first for all the companies. And then I was like, this is the place, I mean.
What was the reaction of your office colleagues and everyone?
To be honest, they'll be like, आएंगे ना, पक्का आएंगे ना, तेरे बाल आएंगे ना तो मैं भी कराऊंगा. People who are thinking कि ये टिकेगा कि नहीं, boss, you can see me. Result speaks, nothing else. See, hair is, I would say, the most important part when you meet a person. In today's world, your personality, your appearance is very important.
Yeah.
Now I have to reduce weight because now I want to look good. Trust me, I was 25 kg down from whatever I am right now. And trust me, all thanks to Assure, I mean, I'm able to develop myself, grow myself, and I'm very happy. I have a daughter, she comes to me and literally she's like, she stands here, she, just takes all my hair, scratching me, doing, playing with my hair and everything. And for me, it is very personal, very touchy moment that if I was bald, if I was bald, if I didn't have hair.
I know.
I mean, what?
Hi, Sourabh.
Hello, Priyanka.
A very, very warm welcome to Beyond the Mirror. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. So as you know, we've been, talking to a lot of patients, trying to understand how the hair transformation and the procedure that they did brings so much of change in their life, the transformation they felt. And they've shared so many of inspiring stories. I'm sure there's a lot that you're also going to share with us through the conversation ahead. But before getting into that, we all want to know a little about you. Professionally, what do you do? How is your life? I know you're into banking and finance sector, so there must be a lot of stress and it has its own challenges. So could you share a little about your professional, personal journey?
I'm from a banking industry. Right. I worked with MNC for like good 11 years.
Okay.
I'm doing something of my own now.
Okay.
In finance industry. So definitely, yes, being finance, it is the most important thing. You have lot of stress, trust me. And because of that, back in 2016, when I was working and suddenly I saw that, there was a continuous hair fall and hair thinning initially, and then it started slowly. The journey was very slow, but then because of the stress thing and a lot of I'll tell you something that we have long working hours, like 12, 14 hours. We have month ends and everything in finance.
So there's constant pressure.
Lot of pressure it creates. And then I had like very little time to take care of myself. The routine, the food, everything comes into picture.
Right.
Well, so what happened that slowly it started. And then I was like, okay, fine, ho raha hai, chal raha hai and everything.
Correct.
Then slowly what happened that one of my colleague, my friend suggested that why don't you use some medicines? Okay. So I was like, okay, fine. I mean, lagana hai, to I'll just use it. And being, I'm not a doctor. I mean, theek hai, friend ne bol diya because he was using it. So initially, I started a change. I mean, it is working,
But that was again all over the counter. You didn't go to any dermat. You didn't seek for professional help.
Nothing. A friend ne suggest kiya and we did it simple.
Okay. Which so many of them do nowadays.
Yeah, I read about it, of course, because it was for my hair. And I found that the results were it was satisfactory. So I was like, I'll go for that.
Correct.
Okay, the solution, it was there. But then after 6 months, I thought that, for like the entire 6 months, kabhi bhul jate hain, kabhi laga liya.
You're not very regular with it.
So it is not a regular thing which is happening day in and day out. Then I had my travel plan and I had visited abroad for like for my assignments and everything, and I stopped using it. Again, I saw that again it started thinning and all. So I was like wondering that it was not a permanent solution. It was a very temperamental thing. So I was like, no, it's not working. And I was like, okay, forget it. We'll see what is to be done. Then I was busy in my work and everything. Then 2015, well, I got married, but somehow, yeah, I was fortunate to get a girl, and being she's from a medical background.
Okay.
So that time also it was fine. But then slowly after that, what I saw was that no, now it's the time. I need to seek a dermat. I need to visit some of the clinic or a hospital. I was like completely I have no clue.
Right.
So one of my friends suggested that he was a ex-patient, a client from
Right.
we say a client. I mean, you might say a patient, but then he was
Right.
from Ashore. So I was like, okay, the name itself had a weightage, and we see the name first for all the companies.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, then if the name says Ashore, and I mean, there's an insurance company which is life insurance, so Ashore. So I was like, okay, fine, then let me just visit Ashore.
Yeah.
And one fine day, I came with my wife, and then there was a consultation and everything, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I was very confident that time. It gave me a sort of that no, whatever they are saying is promising. So I was like, okay, then chalo, then we'll see about it. But then I didn't fix an appointment. I didn't do a
you didn't take a decision that you want to do it that time.
And then I was like, okay, fine, dikhte hai and all. Then again, after a couple of weeks, I was like, no, I mean, we should go there again. Okay, because I need to know more about it. Because what is the procedure? Like, how do they do? What do they do? And what am I getting out of it?
Yeah.
Whatever I understood from that 1.5 hour was, I thought that it is not enough for me, because of course it's my head. I mean, it's my body, and I'm earning for myself and my family. So I again visited them, and then I was like, no, this is the place. I mean, because to be honest with you, Priyanka, I had visited at those weeks, I had visited a couple of the clinics and all.
Okay.
But then the sort of confidence, I was like, no, it was lacking behind. So I was like, no, let me just go there and let me just visit. And then I finalized that I am going to Ashore.
This is 2000?
This was back in 2016, 17. I did it and I mean, it's been how many, 6-7 years
7
now.
years now, yeah.
And in these 6-7 years, I mean, I have told my friends, family members, like 10 to 12 people I've already referred to Ashore. And last year, my mama's son, my own mama, he had come from US, and he had a transplant with Ashore clinic, and trust me, he got married. I mean, you'll definitely
so just taking a little step back, so when you were facing the hair loss and all, obviously you were not even married then. You mentioned you were busy with work schedules. You were very young then, so of course you're young now also, but this we're talking is few years ago. Does that impact your confidence at work, or overall when you look at yourself, how did it impact you overall?
Of course, see, hair is, I would say, the most important part when you meet a person. Okay, if you don't have hair, if you see uncle, if you see in our industry, you'll not find someone who is like, the age group is not so young. They are all experienced. They are chartered accountants, they're bankers, CF. So there are different cost accountants, all the different backgrounds. So they are so qualified that seeing your personality and everything, it doesn't matter to them. But see, in today's generation, in today's world, your personality, your appearance is very important. I meet clients day in and day out. If I'm representing myself, my company, actually it's not me, it's my company. I'm the face value.
Right.
So that was lacking. There was time wherein, I was not, nothing was clicking. I mean, I used to meet my client. I was not getting work. The business, the targets. I was like, what's wrong with me? Because I was losing that confidence. But once you identify that what's wrong in yourself, and when you correct it, and then, then sky is the limit.
Right.
And trust me, all thanks to Ashore, that because of Ashore, I mean, I'm able to develop myself, grow myself, and I'm very happy.
In fact, I remember one of the interactions with your wife. She was coming for her skin treatments.
True.
And that was few months where we didn't meet you because already your results had come, so we've not really seen you. But she showed me one of your pictures where you also, I think, drastically lost a lot of weight. Was this post the transplant? I remember because she showed me pictures to us, and I'm like, oh, this was like a very
So
transformative.
I'll tell you something. So after the transplant, no, after like the journey, like after 5, 6 months, 7 months, when I saw myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh my God. Okay, the reaction was like, no, now I have to reduce weight because now I want to look good. Okay, and then I started going to gym, working out, then strict good food
You
eating and
lost a lot
everything.
of weight because the
Yeah,
picture
yeah,
she
I was.
showed me, I was very
Trust
stunned
me,
to
I
see
was
it.
I was like what 25 kg down from
Wow.
whatever I am right
Yeah.
now. That
What made
doesn't
you
mean
put on
that
again?
doesn't mean that I'm not going to lose it again.
Hmm.
See, honestly, no, it is all about your lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
It is
Yes.
just the lifestyle and working hours. Once if I'm working for 12 hours, tell me I need sleep. I have
Yeah.
my daughter, she's 3 year old. So I mean, I have to spend time with my family and everything. And
Correct.
I assure you that I'll reduce weight. And
No, because
I'll,
that made you look like
true,
not.
true,
I mean,
true, true.
obviously,
Now
it's
again,
not
I'm when I'm speaking to you, it's again you are motivating me, and
right.
it's now it's my new aim.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
right.
definitely yes, that is true.
So going back to the procedure, of course,
Yeah,
2017 is what you
true.
mentioned. You got it done. So a lot of people now we know have a lot of fear of pain, fear of side effects, fear of overall because it's a procedure happening on the scalp, so it's a very sensitive area. So how was your experience in terms of pain or discomfort, and how long you had to stay off work, and how quickly you resume back to your activities?
See, I'll tell you something. First thing that if I was in a position that if I'm getting my hair, I was ready to bear the pain.
Okay.
Okay, first, and whatever they had told me about the procedure, I was like, okay, fine, it's bearable. The pain is only at the time of anesthesia when they prick it,
Correct.
to be honest, and then there's no pain. Okay, post the first the procedure, like after 3-4 days, they had given me couple of pills. I mean, that was antibiotic and the painkiller, but honestly I had no pain. Yeah, after 3 days I felt like like some little dizzy and
Heaviness.
everything, heaviness. So I took a pill and it was like normal
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
The best part of what I loved, I'll not say like, but loved about Assure is there is no post medications after the procedure. So I was like, because when I went to other people and they were like, you have to use the same thing, that aise karke dalna hai. So I was like, then why am I paying you? See, I'm from the finance background. I'll tell you, if I'm giving you something, if I'm paying, it's my hard-earned money.
Yeah.
And people are earning. See, today people are earning for their livelihood.
Yeah.
The inflation, if you see, it's too high.
Yeah.
Okay, everything is increasing.
Right.
And see, I would not say that it's a luxury. Okay, so I mean, if I'm paying a handsome amount, it should give me some returns.
Right.
And I was very happy that "Arey, chalo, there is no medications. Once and for all, I have to pay. Okay, and then post
So no recurrent cost.
nothing,
and no
nothing,
hassles about
nothing.
maintaining.
And I was very happy. I got 8 PRPs. I was very excited every time because why I was excited, because that felt me that every time I'll visit, I'll get a new hair. Something new will pop up from my head, and I was excited rather than the pain. The excitement was a much. And
Correct.
see, it was like in 2017,
Right,
understand?
right.
So the entire phase was very, very different.
Yeah.
And you can see it today. I mean,
Yeah. So I think the good part also is a lot of people, okay, pain is one aspect, but people also have this anxiety that these hair may not sustain long term. Kara to liya, but 2-3 saal mein tikega, nahi tikega. That is also a very common question when we address when patients come to us. Maybe that's their experience in their family, office mein logon ne karaya, nahi tika hai.
madam, I'll tell you something. टिकेगा नहीं टिकेगा, आप टिकेंगे कि नहीं, I mean not you, but people, I'm being practical. Arey, who knows that what is going to happen after 5 years? Arey, here you don't know what is going to happen after a week. Okay, and
things are so uncertain.
trust me, I would say that people who are thinking कि ये टिकेगा कि नहीं, boss, you can see me. Okay, it's what 2017, 18, and now it's
6 to
25.
7 years.
Okay, so I mean, it is definitely, and one very important thing here, it all depends on how and where you are doing it.
Correct.
If it is done by a professional doctor who has the complete knowledge about whatever he's doing,
Right.
okay, and with the complete methodology of whatever your science and
Yeah.
the procedure, because
Correct.
see, I believe since Hari, my mama's son, was here a year back,
Correct.
he told me that bhai, even since I'm from US, I know the latest technology, but Assure in India is magical. They are using such a technology, they are using such a the vibe, the aura, okay, and the procedure and the professionalism. So it is it is not just the doctors. Understand, everything matters. Even when a patient comes to your clinic, the greeting, everything. And since the results are so promising, why don't we suggest, or why won't I recommend any of my friend relative to come to Assure?
Correct. Right.
Because end result matters, what I feel, ma'am.
Right. So in your family, there were people who've ever done aesthetic procedures, or you were amongst the...
Priyanka, I'll tell you my background. Okay, this is a finance background because this I did after my postgrads. I am from Madhya Pradesh. Okay, that is in MP, a very small town in a hilly region. My father is into bidi leaves. Okay, tendu leaves. Okay, so we have do a tender and we get it from the MP government, the hectare of a land, a particular hectare
That's
of
your
land.
dad's business.
That is my ancestral business. It's been 55 years we are there. So when I used to go to forest, okay, I see for next 2 months, if I tell you that you have to be in jungle, and for you, I mean, there's no air condition, there's no facilities, there's no electricity, nothing is there. Being from that background, coming here, getting my studies and everything done, if I tell my parents, my father, that I'm going for a transplant, then they'll think that, oh my god, you're doing a liver transplant, a kidney or something. So I mean, nobody has any idea.
Right.
And again, from MP, I mean, there are no much of a medical I mean, facilities over there. And hair
Awareness
transplant
is also less,
hair transplant is like it is like, it is not possible, it doesn't happen. Use a good hair oil. You understand
that's the perception.
Correct. But since I was here, since I met people, since I saw the results, and when you see something, definitely it's in front of you and it is promising. It is giving you that level of confidence that, sir, whatever you're doing the right job. And that's how I'm sitting.
So when you did the procedure, was your family okay about it, since you said they were not?
So honestly, I'll tell you, my father was not. But I didn't tell him. And now when he comes to me and he's like, ye kaise aa gaye? I was like, Papa, you tell me, how is it looking? So he's like, can I do the procedure? Can I go for the hair transplant? I was like, no, now it is not required, honestly. But then again, trust me, somewhere he asked me, like every month or two, he'll come to me and he'll be like, koi chance hai kya? And also it is, see, understand, once you see,
yes,
then you feel like doing it.
Visible results will motivate somebody else.
Exactly. There you go. That is the key. That gives you a punch.
Correct.
And only talks, I mean, yeah, fine, ye kar lo, wo kar lo, and then is the result are zero. I told you, those medicines and everything, see, it will work. But it will work till the time you are taking it. First thing. So lifetime, I'm not going to take any medicines.
Correct.
I'm not going to spend on them.
Right.
Hair transplant, according to me, is the only and the final solution for a hair loss.
Correct.
And baldness.
Especially in this age where I think everything matters a lot. When you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s age group.
And plus one more thing, very important thing, that when you have an opportunity, when you have a facility, why don't you encash it?
Correct.
If nahi hota, koi bolta ke you have to go to US and get it done. I was like, no, sorry, I'm not going. But since it is here itself in our city, and then it is just like in half an hour you're reaching and you're getting such a wonderful treatment, why not?
Right. When did you start seeing the results? Like the whole procedure, was moderately comfortable for you. Firstly, when did you start resuming work? Like, because you are into such a hectic schedule, most people also have this hesitance कि इतना अलग से time निकालना है, so many hours, and then the recovery phase, so many days you'll have to be off work. How has it been for you?
See, for me, I had asked this particular thing before, and they said that, sir, you can resume work in next 6 days.
Okay.
Okay, so I was like, okay, if it is fine, then I'm doing it. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. And trust me, within fifth day, I was very comfortable post procedure, and I started working. I was after the procedure when I used to go home from the OT. I used to work from home,
Okay.
and that was very comfortable because
Right.
see, I mean, whatever they were doing, and after like a session for 4 hours, 5 hours, and when you have food and all, you are comfortable. You go home, chill for an hour and all, and you're comfortable, very much
Correct.
comfortable.
Correct.
So it was a very smooth journey. See, before doing it, I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? How will I do? What will I'm questionable
Yeah,
to my
you're
bosses.
overthinking
So
as
it
well.
was very smooth. It was very
Okay.
smooth.
Okay.
And yes, post transplant, after 6-7 days, I used to go to office
Okay.
wearing those those caps and everything, surgical cap, and they had
So, what
given.
was the reaction of your office
I
colleagues and
mean,
everyone? I'm sure you can't hide, right?
to
They
be
would have come
to
to
be
know that you
honest,
did
they'll be like, आएंगे ना, पक्का आएंगे ना, तेरे यहाँ बाल आएंगे ना तो मैं भी कराऊंगा.
I
So
know
I was
that's
like,
how it
okay,
is.
and that's how you can see my
Yeah.
colleagues are coming to
Yeah,
a shot.
that's true. That's true.
So result speaks, nothing else. It otherwise it is just
And
talks.
it's good that you were open about it. There are a lot of patients we see. I mean, of course, it's a personal choice, but they feel कि नहीं मुझे बताना नहीं, office में भी नहीं बताएंगे, family में भी ज़्यादा नहीं बताएंगे. But I feel there's nothing to hide. Now there's a time where why not? If it's fixable and doable.
See, I was not left with an option but to go to work.
Yeah.
Okay, because of my schedule
Yeah.
and everything,
Yeah.
it was such that I have to go to work. And if I want to go to work, then I have to wear that cap to secure everything, and it should be
Correct.
safe and everything.
Right.
So I used to go, and then when they saw me and they were like the day one, they were like surprised, and you finally did it. Okay, you were planning since long and you finally did it. I was like, yes, I did it, and I'm happy, I'm safe, I'm good. And then you just wait and watch what happens. And now after even after so many years, I'll tell you something very personal. I have a daughter, 3 years. She's a 3-year-old. Her name is Viara. Okay, and she comes to me, and literally she's like, she stands here, she just takes all my hair, scratching me, doing
Grabs your
playing
hair and plays with your
playing
hair.
with my hair and everything. And that moment, very, maybe it doesn't matter, but for me it is very personal, very touchy moment, that if I was bald, if I was bald, if I didn't have hair,
I know.
I mean, what? I mean, now I'm,
She
it's
plays
a
with your
very
hair
touchy
every
moment.
day,
Nobody
yeah.
would understand this. See,
True.
a feeling which will come from a father that, yes, I have lovely hair. There are thousands of bald fathers. And trust me, I would not suggest, but I would say that if you really want to grow a hair like me, I'm proud that I was here with a Shaw clinic.
So I think 6 years ago you did it for yourself, but today you feel that good you did it.
Absolutely.
When your daughter's playing with your hair
that
every
time
night.
I was like, no, I have to do it for myself, for my wife, because what will she think? I was already married. It was just a year, and then dekho, ye ho gaya and all. And now today it is all for her.
Wow,
and I'm very happy and
so
satisfied.
adorable story, like chota sa cute story to listen to. Wow,
but very
that's
personal
nice.
thing, But see, small things, in life, it touches you. It matters.
Yeah, of course.
People will think, see, I'll tell you one more thing. See, in today's life, nobody has time.
Yeah.
Everybody is busy in their schedule.
Yeah.
Aaj ye hai, aaj wo hai, work, and then social life, your other time on the phone, watching these web series and everything. Nobody has time.
Right.
Okay, but certain things, when you do it, you realize it later. But those are very sweet moments.
Yes, and how impactful it was actually.
Absolutely. Touches your heart.
Yeah. Wow, it is so nice to hear. At least this bit was like the best part of the whole conversation.
True.
I was actually visualizing your daughter playing with your hair every night.
Yeah.
And that's a very cute thing. Great. What is it that you want to, tell the viewers who are watching you, especially the ones who are right now in the phase where they are a little stressed about their hair loss? They are yet not at a stage where they are able to take a decision. Is there anything that you can share with them which will help them take a mindful decision regarding the treatments?
See, I would suggest today's youngsters that the hair loss, what I learned since so many years, it is the hair loss is because of so many factors. It is your lifestyle, your eating habits, okay, your sleeping cycles, the unnecessary suggested medicines, which what I did. So there are certain factors. From my personal experience, I would say that The ultimate thing and the only thing is hair transplant. You can save your hair, the existing hair, because youngster will not be completely bald if it's like
it's
if it is progressive thing. So if it is going slowly, just wait and just secure your existing hair, okay? Or else once they are gone, please just go for a hair transplant, because nothing else is going to work. Second thing is, there are maybe I don't want to name clinics, or I don't want to name people, but then see, not everybody is honest. They will play with your money. I'm sorry to say this conversation, but not everybody is honest. They'll give you 10,000 things and just you are spending money every month.
Right.
5,000, 10,000, small amount doesn't
hidden cost actually.
But exactly. But at the end, after 5 years, 4 years, you are standing there then and there. The ultimate solution is hair transplant, which is the final solution and which is the ultimate and satisfying.
Yeah. Which is showing us visible results.
Absolutely.
Solving the problem.
Absolutely. If you want a permanent solution, if you want a thing which will be with you for the lifelong time, and which will be with you from the time you're losing your hair, after the hair transplant, and then getting it back of your own, from your own, when they took out my, what do you call them, Priyanka?
Hair
follicles. Follicles. So, you getting it done and then you're like, no, naturally, ye mere hai. So you are proud about it, and all thanks to Ashore. Trust me, whatever I'm telling, it's truth. But it's a sheer pleasure. It's a happiness. Money is secondary. Everybody is charging there. That is a professionalism, professional fees.
Correct.
But then getting that result is very important. And that I got. And trust me, I'm very happy for whatever has happened with me.
Great. It was such a nice conversation. The best part, but I would still say, when you mentioned to me about your daughter, that actually got me goosebumps. It was a very lovely story.
True.
A very touchy one.
True.
And we really want to wish you all the very best.
Thank you, ma'am.
For your career ahead.
Thank you.
May you get a lot of happiness, success through in your future ahead. And thank you so much for being on the show. And
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you once again.
Thank you.